podcast is powered by monkeyknifefight.com. Woo! It's time!
Here we go.
We make plays every day, yeah. We make plays every day, yeah. We make plays every day, yeah. We make plays every day, yeah.
Oh, we're gonna cover it.
We make plays every day, yeah. We make plays every day, yeah. We make plays every day, yeah. We make plays every day, yeah.
Welcome to the Real Fantasy Playmakers UFC Fight Night Edition. Wait, what is this card, Nancy? What is this? UFC 2 what?
251.
251. It's the Real Fantasy Playmakers UFC 251 edition. I am your host, Bogart Scott Free. I had to bring in the authority of MMA, the resident GMM network expert, my man, a returning guest. Y'all know him. Man, friend of the world, hell of a guy. He'll knock you out, but he retired those beautiful fists of his. It's my man, Nancy. Hey.
Hi.
As unthreatening as he sounds, best believe, Playmakers, he's a savage. We're going to cover a savage sport known as the Ultimate Fighting Championship. Before we get to all that, we're going to handle some really quick housekeeping. Follow me at the GMM Network on IG and Twitter. Follow me also on IG at Bogart Scott Free World. Go ahead, subscribe to us on YouTube / the GMM Network. Also subscribe to us at the Rum Boys Fantasy Network as well on YouTube. Shout out to our sponsor Milk and Honey TX for all your CBD wellness and all your CBD goodness. Go to milkandhoneytx.com. Also, check us out at rumboys.com where you can order all our fresh merch. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you getting high over there? Love it. Anyways.
No, hey, shout out to the sponsors, man. That shit,
It hits. You know what I'm saying? And, you know what I'm saying? Also, like I said, check us out on rumboys.com. That's rumboyz.com. That's where you're going to find the latest and greatest articles on everything you can ever imagine. Shout out to all our writers. Bro, also check out Jake from Rum Boys Combat. He's also got phenomenal articles on 251. But today we got our GMM network resident expert, my man Nancy. Before you let them know where they can find you, I also want to tell you about this podcast sponsor, because our podcast, and just like every other podcast we do over here at GMM Network, is powered by monkeyknifefight.com. Go ahead to monkeyknifefight.com, make an account, sign up, and with your first deposit, we'll match you all the way up to $50 if you use promo code GMM. That's all capitals, promo code GMM. Use that promo code. We'll match your first deposit all the way up to $50. You'll get $100 to play with. You want to get in on this action? We got UFC coming through this Saturday, July 11th. I'm telling you, Playmakers, this one's going to be a doozy. My man Nancy right here, he's going to tell you how badly he loves this fight card, because man, it is a fucking doozy on Fight Island. And before we get to that, Nancy, let them know where they can find you.
You can find me at _Billy Turnage on Instagram. Don't look for me on anything else because I won't fuck with you.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Okay, let's get right into it. You know what I mean? So tonight we're not gonna cover every single fight. We're gonna zero in on 5 particular fights.
The biggest ones, the biggest betting ones in Vegas.
Yes, the biggest betting ones in Vegas and the biggest props on MKF, Monkey Knife Fight. We're going to be covering this from every perspective, from the Vegas standpoint as well as the MKF prop standpoint, where we're gonna walk you guys through some of these unders and overs, or as they call it, lesser mores. You know what I mean? And we're gonna try to win y'all some money. You know what I'm talking about?
Hey, it's gonna be ape shit. You
Oh
know
yeah. Hence the name Monkey Knife Fight. Ain't nothing more ape. I see what you did there. Ain't nothing more ape shit than a monkey with a knife, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, damn, if I ever see a monkey with a knife, I'm taking off.
Bro, you ain't
I
lying.
fought a lot of dudes in my life, but I ain't fighting no fucking monkey with a knife.
Listen, if you see me fighting a grizzly bear, don't help me help the grizzly bear. But if you see me fighting a monkey with a knife, yo, jump in, help me. You
That
know what I'm saying?
motherfucker right between the eyes.
Yeah. Hey, a monkey will shank a motherfucker too, bro. I'm telling you.
And the hella strong. They got long ass reach.
Bro, and they'll come at you with 4 knives, 1 in each hand and 1 in each foot. You know what I'm saying?
Damn, that's wild.
You feel me? Oh yeah. Okay, so which fight do you want to cover first, Nance?
You know what I want to cover first? Let's talk about the Vegas, and I'm not talking about the
Yeah, the MKF aspect. Okay, we'll go for the Vegas aspect first.
So this is the problem. If you're a betting person, right, you're gonna lose your ass. You're gonna lose your ass if you're one of the millions of people who bet on somebody who has a better mouthpiece, somebody who
who's a showman, who knows how to promo a fight, knows how to really like draw, is what you're saying?
somebody that might be really, really hot, like maybe the hottest, physically sexiest bitch.
We're talking about Paige.
No, I was talking about Rose. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. So, man, there's been big things happening in the last 24 hours, and I'm so happy we did this right now because the odds in Vegas were way different than they are today. And people are betting big money on what you're going to hear is not my choices. Well, see, I want to already, but I'm not going to. All right, let's talk about Paige Van Zandt, right? Paige Van Zandt is fighting Amanda Ribas.
Yeah.
Paige Van Zandt is the hottest chick in UFC.
Sure is. She's bad.
Hey, Claudia Gadelha, hot. You know what I'm saying? There's some hot ones, but she is just the most marketable hot chick in the UFC. Her fighting skills are not very good. Let's just be real. So and this is the first one we're going to talk about.
Yeah.
Because her prop line got flooded within the last 24 hours thinking that she's about to win. And I'm not...
And we were talking about the Vegas line first, because we could talk about the betting lines as long as we're specifying from the Vegas standpoint. All
right, we'll know. I'm talking Vegas, and if I do reference that, I will say something different because I'm not a gambling man too. Vegas knows that. Fuck you. You didn't get me. I got you.
Vegas, give me money. You know what I'm saying?
But I did. I did buy some props off the monkey. But that's just what happens. Paige Van Zandt is about to fight Amanda Ribas. With women fighting, it's crazy. It's crazy, right? Because there's always like somebody that's doing well. They look like they're going to do well, and then this fucking beast comes through, right?
You talking? We even remember Rousey.
So Rousey was.
She was the shit, but then, you know what I'm saying, when she ran into someone like Nunes, it was just like, yo, it was a wrap. You know what I mean?
Bro, I called Holly Holm.
Oh, Holly Holmes. Excuse me,
I called Holly Holm 3 years before that fight happened. I have multiple friends that can admit that because I saw her.
I remember you saying this.
I saw her kick this bitch. It wasn't even like Pride or nothing. It was like it wasn't even, what was the one in San Jose? Strike Force.
Yeah.
Oh, it might have been Strike Force. But she kicked this girl so hard in her fucking ribs with she's a kickboxing expert. Like a hip swinging one. It was like one of those like karate kicks. She hit her so hard she broke her ribs. The bitch quit. I was like, oh my god, that she is legit. Well, after seeing what Ribas has done, I'm not gonna compare her to Holly Holm because Holly Holm is a fucking legend. But she's gonna win over Paige Van Zandt. So let's just let's throw that out there. So this is the thing about the monkey, though, with the
with our sponsor, Monkey Night Fight. Yeah,
Monkey Night fights with the props. So if I had to decide whose props I was going to give it to, I would not take Paige Van Zandt in that fight.
What's her line? What's the MKF line they set for these two ladies?
So the thing is, it's not a line. So the way
it's a combination. It's a combination.
So let's explain the way it works, right? So the way it works is it's one strike for like a jab. Like if I touch you in your chin or your face or your body or whatever, that's 1 point.
Yep.
But if I sock you like hard,
a significant hit.
Whatever.
Yep.
That's 2 points plus the 1 point, and that's one thing that people don't understand is it's like it's not 2 points if I sock you hard. It's 3 because I got in the hit and I hit you hard, so it's a 3-point shot. I can't remember the exacts of it, but it was like 25 for a takedown, 50 for a win, like 50 for a knockout, like 40 for submission. So what they do is they put these fighters with these fantasy points, and it'll be like 280, or the highest I saw.
Yeah, so that's the line. That's the line.
That's the line. So it's like, do you think this person's going to score 480 points or no?
Yeah, as in, because they're setting the line. They're setting the line. So for this fight, so what's the line? 280, you said, for this one in particular?
Every person is different, which is even crazier, right?
Yeah.
So that's why I was telling you earlier. I was like, dude, this shit is wild. So at first, people are not going to understand like the whole aspect of it. It might be a little intimidating, but if you actually are into this shit and you think about it and you think about, okay, so I got to understand if I'm going to put all my props on this one because she's going to do this much. Let's start with the easy way out, right? Like, you don't hit on 17 in fucking blackjack, right?
No.
So if you think someone's getting knocked out, don't bet your
Don't bet the over.
Yeah.
Don't bet more.
Bet the under, and then you know what's dope about your shit too, or the monkey.
Yeah, our shit.
I'm sorry, I'm calling it the monkey. That's like
we'll call it MKF, so the playmakers know what we're referencing.
MKF,
yes.
Yo, shut up. Hey, so MKF, it's crazy because they have like these odds. If you bet more props, you win more props. So if you get like, let's say I bet like all of my props on 4 fights and I won it, it would be like 15 times my props back. And I'm like, bro, I love props. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, that's hard to do. But it's not hard to do in like a heavyweight. If it was like a heavyweight card, you already know what you're doing. Unless you're throwing out like 90-point fantasy points and you got to bet under and over. In Vegas, if I'm on Monkey Night Fight, I'm going to take the under. That's just what I'm going to do. So let's get back to business. All right. Paige Van Zandt's she's going to lose to Amanda Ribas. She's going to. I don't think anybody's getting knocked out.
So you think this one can go the distance?
It's going to go the distance unless somebody taps.
So who's more? Both their styles, do they contrast? Like, is Paige's style more of? Is she more of a striker, or is she like? Does she get?
No, she's more of a submission person.
So she's more of a wrestler and jiu-jitsu type.
She's honestly like the epitome of like a cute boxer, right? Like a cute little UFC girl. And I hate to say that to her, but you know what? She hated on the UFC and said that she didn't hate on the UFC because the UFC don't pay nobody. And we'll talk about that later. Yeah. Because we talked about this before with boxing, but she is like the epitome of what you would want to see in like a Reebok commercial. Right, and then I say Reebok because they're sponsored by Reebok. Right?
Yeah, and Reebok give us money. You know what I'm saying? Reebok give me money. Yeah.
But she's a fighter. She is a fighter. But who she's going to fight, all of you guys that are putting all your props on Paige Van Zandt, I'm telling you, take it off. That's not the underdog fight to bet on. Trust me.
Yeah.
Trust me. All right. So now let's talk about a real weirdo. Fucking, I hate to say that because I don't know. There's something that's happened to this girl in her early life that she is just fucking different.
So you're talking about the opponent now?
Oh no! I talked about both people. Now I'm talking about Rose Stug Namajunas.
Okay, so before we move on to this next one, so Ribas, so you like Ribas in that fight, and you like. You like the under?
It's gonna be a strike fest. They're gonna punch each other a lot. They're gonna punch each other. So if I have to take,
are you looking at the exact line right now, like the total that they're getting?
No.
Can you pull that up? Because I can't pull it up right now. I've been trying to pull it up.
I'll pull it up.
Because I just want to reference. You know what I mean? I want to make sure we're covering that.
I like where we're going with it. You know what? I gotta go grab something. I'll be right. Let me go grab something. I could pull it up on. Hold on one second.
Yeah, right? No problem. Yeah. So while Nancy, because you know what I'm saying. So my man Nancy, you know what I'm saying. This is his first time. We're getting him, to really break down these fight cards. You know what I mean? Because bro, I'll tell you this much, Playmakers. This guy calls every fight. But you know what I'm saying? I want his expertise to help y'all, as well as myself, really be able to, utilize MKF and make some real coin. Because we got the opportunity with our brand new sponsor, you know what I'm saying, to really hone in on some real cake. You know what I mean? Especially with our promo code. Like I said in the intro, go on monkeyknifefight.com. When you make your first account, when you sign up, you're going to put your username in. You're going to go ahead and put your email, your passcode. Boom, you'll be set. You go on to add funds, and you put the amount you want to add. And I suggest put 50 because we'll match you all the way up to 50. Then it'll ask you if you have a promotional code, which is promo code GMM. As soon as you enter promo code GMM, we're gonna match you all the way up to $50.
Make sure you put that part in. Don't use the first promotional code they give you.
Yeah, because you'll get matched up. Yeah,
and there's no reward points for that. So if you use the stock one, you're not gonna get rewards for. Granted, if you lose your ass, you lose your ass. I could be completely wrong right now. It's probably not going to happen. But I'm just saying, if you did lose your ass, you wouldn't get rewards points like you would with the GMM
promo code. Yeah, exactly. What he said. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna pull up these props because we need reference from when you. Because I do want you to tell.
Oh, I was getting it right now because if their things are low, I'm gonna say the bet. I'm trying to find this. I'm on my other phone.
No, all good. All good. Appreciate you, Nancy. You know what I'm saying? This is we don't do lessons. We do crash courses. You know what I mean? So we're right here we're having a good old crash course right now.
All right, here we go. So the more and less is Amanda Ribas 285. I'm gonna explain to you guys exactly what the point system is.
There you go. Here we go.
A strike is one hit to the face. Like if I just jab somebody, boom, 1 point. Significant strike is 2 points plus the 1. Because not only did I tap you, but I socked you kind of hard. Or
you rocked you. You got rocked.
Exactly. A takedown is 10 points. So let's say I have a 3-punch combination and then I take you down, because that's usually how they work. I just scored like 15 points. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
A knockdown is 15 points. Submission a submission attempt, that's 20 points. And a 1 is 25. So let's think about the numbers we just said. Paige Van Zandt is at 156 and a half. We're going to go over on that one for sure. Everybody go over.
Yeah, go more. Go more.
And you know what? The Amanda Ribas one is hard because...
So would you take the under?
Think about Paige Van Zandt. She's got like broken in a couple of fights, and when I'm talking about broken, I'm not talking about like mentally. Like her arm fucking broke. You know what I mean? Like she gets broke because she's like a little pretty woman. So, damn, that's a hard one. 285. So that means, look, just so you guys know, I'm a number person. I'm doing this in my head so we can figure this one together. So let's say she hits her like 30 times. That's 30 points. Let's say like 10 of those are.
Let's say 5 of those she gets rocked.
That's 50. Yeah, that's hard to do, but if she gets the win...
I think I'd still take the under.
Let's go under on Amanda Ribas. And another thing we need to keep in mind, too, is that these are 3-round fights before we start talking about 5-round fights.
Yeah.
So let's go more with Paige, and let's go less...
Yeah, because you said one more time with the Paige, it's 150?
156.
So if you divide that by 3 rounds, if they go the distance, that's roughly 152. That's 52 Exactly. So do you think she could average 52 fantasy points per round to get that over? I mean, and just to match that number.
Because that's what girls do. They swing, right?
Yeah, they sure do.
You know what I mean? And like, don't get me wrong. Like some girls just get caught, they get hit, but girls, they swing and they can usually each take each other's punches, and then if not, then it goes to the ground. And so let's go with Paige Van Zandt over, and let's go with Amanda Page under.
Okay.
I mean, Amanda Ribas, excuse me.
Yeah. I knew what you were saying. Okay, I love it. Okay, let's go on to the next one. I love it because now we got a reference. Here we go.
You gotta send me this tomorrow though, because I'm not recording it.
No, all good. Listen, this is gonna be up by the morning, so you know what I mean. You'll be able to review. And if you have any change of hearts, I'll definitely post it on the page. You know what I mean?
By the time I have a change of heart, it's gonna be when the fight's on, so that doesn't count. You know what I'm saying?
No, but this is still good. We're giving the Playmakers a frame of reference because, you know, especially for the Playmakers that are new to MKF, this is gonna, we're giving them a crash course. You know what I mean?
I always look at it like you know, as many fights as I've been in, I haven't won them all, right? I've won most of them, but I haven't won them all, right? And fucking the ones I did lose, I was like, this is why I lost this fight, or he had a different style than me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. And Playmakers, we come from the street. I have managed him in the streets. You know what I'm saying? I've seen him fight southpaw, switch stances. I've seen him do it all. You know what I mean? He's ambidextrous. He's a hell of a fighter. So he's encountered many different fighting styles. This is why he's our GMM Network resident expert when it comes to this shit. You know what I'm saying?
Watch this one. All right, we're on the Rose Namajunas right now, and Jessica Andrade. Do you know what happened in the last fight? Because I know you're getting your feet wet. But like, you know, and I love that you're doing this too, because our football hasn't been the same, bro. UFC is year round.
Yeah.
It's like drinking a White Claw when you want a Tito's. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's still something. You know what I mean? So, but when there's fight cards like this one, like this fight card,
this is straight Tito's.
Yeah. This is straight Tito's. Getting loaded.
So let's go to the next card.
The last time these two girls fought, Rose Namajunas was piecing this girl up. And understand, do you know what she looks like?
Yeah, like a man beast.
No, she's cute. Like, I mean, she's cute, but she just like has short hair and she's kind of weird. You know what I mean? Like,
you're talking about Nunes, right?
Oh no, she looks like a man beast.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about.
No, this is Namajunas.
Oh, Eunice. Okay, yeah. I was about to say. I thought you were trying to reference her. Okay, because she is the champ. Okay, no, go ahead. Yeah, because I know she's not on this card.
So when she fought Joanna Jędrzejczyk the first time. Joanna is a crazy ass shit talker, so she talked shit to her when they were weighing in. This girl didn't say a word. She just sit there like she looks like kind of like a little boy, like, but you know what I mean. But you can still tell it's a girl. And she didn't do nothing. And
I called Nunes a man beast.
bro, holds her eyes out. Talks about she's never been talked to like that before in her life, and went out there, whooped this bitch's ass.
Damn.
Whooped her ass after she got mentally punked. You know how hard it is to win a fucking fight after you've been mentally punked? You've already lost. Mike Tyson used to say that shit all the time. I knew I beat people when I walked into the goddamn. I could see it in their eyes. You know what I'm saying? It's the same difference. So, with that being said, Jessica Andrade is built like a fucking tank. Like a fucking little beast fucking tank.
Yeah. So,
she lost. I mean, she was getting pieced up by Rose last time, and she picked her up and dropped her on her fucking
her dome piece. I did see that.
Dome, like, yeah. But she was getting pieced up. So this is the undercard we want to talk about. We're gonna go over on Rose, and we're gonna go under on Andrade.
Okay, so the over on Rose. What's the line that MKF said?
232 for Rose, 191 for Jessica Andrade. The reason why we're gonna do that is because Rose is gonna keep her distance. She's gonna piece her. Anytime Jessica tries to go for one, she's gonna have a sprawl. She's gonna have a knee kick. I'm telling you right now. That bitch is going to win. She beat her in the first one. The other girl picked her up. It's time to go ahead. But I'm telling you on that one, that's the one to go with.
I love it. Love it.
Let's go to the next fucking one. Ooh. Oh, Jose Aldo. See, this is okay. So
this one is dope. Jose.
Looking at these lines, it's I don't. Okay.
Well, cause you know what too, MKF, they're smart. They don't want they want to give you something that's gonna make you scratch your head. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, we'll talk about that later. But anyways, yeah, this is more of a strategy thing. I will say that. Like it's like fantasy. It's not straight proper.
It's not cut and dry. It's not like betting. It's not like betting with Vegas. These are props.
Yeah, because we're not betting. You know what I mean? We're using props.
Yeah.
So the more or less for Peter Yan is 251. The more or less for Jose Aldo is 168.5. Damn.
So break down. I want you to break down the fighting styles just a little bit, so we can maybe determine this a little better. Because I know this one you're a little torn on.
Well, okay, Peter Yan is not Asian, but he's Russian or Czechoslovakian or something. He's definitely, you know what I mean, KGB for sure, killer
For sure.
For sure. So this is 14-1 in the octagon, I believe, and I think his first loss was not in the octagon. He's 14-1 in MMA, and he's like 3-0 in the octagon. He's the last person to beat Uriah. Uriah Faber was old. He's, you know what I mean? And,
I feel like they set that fight up to propel him. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, Uriah Faber's a legend, hands down.
Exactly.
In Stockton Arena, like, took a picture of him on an old trap phone. I don't have it no more. He's a legend, but besides winning that belt in Strikeforce, he never really did much. I mean, he would always go to the fucking shit, and guess who would whoop his ass? Jose Aldo, bro. Jose Aldo pieced him forever. Jose Aldo's time was just fucking too much. But I don't know. So what I will say on this one, the line for Peter Yan is 251. The problem I have, I don't think that if it goes 5 rounds that he clearly doesn't do that. I just don't know if he's going to knock out Aldo. And Peter Yan's not a knockout artist. That's not what he's known for. I think he has like 6 knockouts in his 14 wins, which isn't bad, but it's just not good. And then, like, you don't know which one of those are TKOs or whatever, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But Jose Aldo's chin, we saw what Conor McGregor did to him, you know what I'm saying? And then so at Jose Aldo's at 168.5. If I had to go on this one, damn, this is a tough one. Because another thing too, Jose Aldo to cut weight to where he's gonna go, he's cutting weight. Peter Yan can basically walk around at this. Peter Yan is young, Jose Aldo's experienced, but typically experienced fighters hit a peak. And when they hit a peak, the younger fighters come up and they're better than them.
Because the younger fighters are more reckless too. They're willing to go in. You know what I mean?
Exactly. And then when
the experienced fighter is gonna break them down, and wait.
Exactly.
Yeah, and wait to catch them slipping. So with what's Aldo's lesser more?
168. That's low. But at the same time, I kind of feel that. I kind of feel like that might be.
He's gonna get more technical.
No, it's not. He's gonna knock out. That's.
Oh, so this screams the under to you. It screams less.
No, because Aldo's the under. Oh yes.
Yeah, not the underdog, but I'm talking about yeah. You know what's crazy is we got to get used to the terminology. But bear with us, playmakers. This is the first.
Over under. It's different. We're not. Yeah, this is fantasy.
Yeah.
This is more or less.
Yeah, I know, right? We got to get used to that. Hey, and listen, this is gonna be dope because because we got plenty of UFC cards this month, so this next one you're gonna be polished.
Well, this one is. I mean, shit. This is the one I've been waiting for.
Yeah, true.
You know what's good about this one, and sucks at the same time. I'm not a gambler, and that's why I don't play Vegas odds. That's why I do the props on the Monkey Network, because you know what I mean. It's not about money. It's about just trading tickets or whatever. But I don't like to gamble because
gambling is like you're looking at odds more so. This is like you're really looking at the fighters in this case. You're really looking at like, their fighting styles of who's gonna contrast what, and it's the same way they probably set these totals. You know what I mean? These fantasy point totals.
But they're inaccurate though, because you never know like who's coming out. I don't know if Jose Aldo in his prime's coming out. He's obviously not. I think he's 33 now, and Peter Yan's like 20
something. Yeah.
I think it's like 27. But Peter Yan's faster. He has more of like a rangy boxing style. Like he's a boxer who's gonna get in and out. That's how Aldo used to be, and now he's been getting into Muay Thai a lot more kicking and shit. Even though he kicked before, but now he's starting to realize he's not as fast as he used to be, so he has to kind of keep his distance. It's a close one. So if I'm gonna go over, you know what? Let's do it as easy as possible. Let's go more on Aldo, right? Because if it goes the distance, then he's definitely gonna score more than that.
Yeah, from his striking alone.
Let's go less on Yan, because if he knocks him out, then
it's less.
Yeah, yeah.
If he knocks him out early, at least.
Well, it's if Aldo goes the whole way and wins. Oh yeah, shit! I didn't think about that. See, I'm still thinking about.
Yeah, because they could go the distance and then someone gets knocked out and then boom, it's like 15 points, or what's the knockout? 25.
Yeah.
Plus the win, because the win as well. The win also, like getting the W also gets a certain amount of points. But yeah, so if you could ballpark it, just from your expertise.
If I had to, you know what my other problem is Peter Yan's a boxer. Boxers don't get slept in their prime very easily. You have to hit them well. But Jose Aldo, kicker. This is a hard one. This is my second, I think, fight of the night. Like as far as like what's going to be the second best fight.
Yeah.
Damn. All right, let's just go. Let's get wild. Let's go under with Yan, over with Aldo.
Okay.
Less with Yan,
and
over
more
with Aldo. That's the safest bet. That's the safest bet. It's hard to tell.
Well, because also kicks, if he's kicking more, kicks they're worth more than strikes, regular strikes. So
yeah, that would be unless it was just like yes for the most part.
Yeah.
Let's see the next one. Oh, here we go. Oh, all right. Alex Volkanovski against Max Holloway.
Woo! This one's going to be a good one.
What are the numbers? What do you think the numbers are for Holloway?
Damn. What are they giving him, 200 something?
388.
Wow. I knew it was going to be high. I didn't want to jump up so high.
What do you think for Volkanovski?
Man, are they? Damn, tell me they're not disrespecting him that much. What do they give him? 200. They got to be giving him at least 200 something.
458.
Wow. So this is like, damn. I almost want to take.
We're going less, boy.
I know. I was gonna say I want to take the less on both of them.
Of course, because we.
And this is the second time they're fighting too.
Well, and the last time they went the whole distance, but that the chances that's going to happen again are slim to none. I mean, we're taking the right bet on that one. We can talk about that fight a little bit too, though.
Yeah.
So that's going to be the fight of the night. The fight of the night. I'm calling it right now. Volkanovski's a beast, bro. Been slept on for his, maybe like the last 2 years. But what Max Holloway has done, and you know what? I don't give a fuck. My mom was born and raised in Hawaii, and I'm going with Holloway on this one. I have to. This dude has beat everybody. I mean, he lost to everybody, but he's also beat everybody, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He lost.
This is accurate.
He lost to Poirier, but he beat like Anthony Pettis, Frankie Edgar. I mean, this dude just did work, and when he goes to fight, he's not scared. There is no scared, and then we're gonna get onto that to the next fight too. But he goes out there like, "What's up, bro?" You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hey, you want bang? Let's go. You know what I'm saying?
Hi, cuz.
Yeah. But he's wild. He's wild, and he's crazy. The only thing with him though is his weight cuts too, because he's missed 2 fights because of severe weight cuts and an injury. Like one of the weight cuts was so bad. Nothing happened to him, but he was just like loopy. They thought he had a concussion, but that boy was so fucking drained that he was gonzo. You know what I mean? He
was like
Brandon in Hawaii.
Inside joke, Playmakers. Yeah.
Hey, some people will understand.
He threw a jab. I love that. Oh, that's funny. Yes.
Right. So yeah, we're going under on both of them. I think Max Holloway's going to pull this one out. I really do. I think for you. This goes back to your guys' betting. Because we're not betting, but in Vegas, do not bet against Max Holloway. That's not a good bet. And all you people that are betting on Paige Van Zandt, I can't repeat myself more. You're gonna lose money because you blew your money on a hot bitch. Do not do that. Don't do that.
And a lot and it happens too, even outside of the UFC world. A lot of playmakers. I listen. I know a bitch might be bad. She's gonna make you spend your money.
Listen, she has. Hey, none of you motherfuckers, and myself included, for the most part, have never went up to a badass bitch and said, "Let me fucking take care of you," and it worked, right? So, do not. Hey, let me put my money on you. Let me buy you a drink. How's that went? You know what I mean? And I have done some things in my life, but do not put your money on Paige Van Zandt. I'm saying that. Don't do it. Let's go to the main. Jorge Masvidal.
Woo!
Vegas forever. All my fucking Guidos, all my fucking dudes in Miami, probably Atlanta, New Orleans, all there. Bro, I see what you're talking about, but come on. You want to know what the lines are right now? Lines on Masvidal, 400. Lines on Usman, 519. Listen, bro, it's like if
you think we're gonna see a baptism.
It's like if I had to cut 40 pounds to fight and you had to gain 40 pounds to fight.
Yeah, because he had to cut 20 pounds, bro, in this last week.
It's not fair. Like and you know what? People don't know this shit. So Kimbo, do you remember the old Kimbo videos?
Yeah.
Like the one where he used to just go out there and just box people?
Yeah.
Well, there was a dude, I forgot his name. I think it was like Ray or something, but he fought him like in like this like little gated place. It looked like a Pueblo or some shit in like fucking Mexico or something. So he puts it on this dude, fucks him up. Well, that dude ended up fighting Jorge Masvidal either before or after that, and it's on YouTube, and they just bang, bro. Well, they have the craziest fight that they redo it, and Kimball's in all of them as like the dude, like the announcer, and they go in these backyards and just bang, straight in Miami, just banging, like socks on their hands, like prison shit, crazy. Yeah. The guy's a killer, absolute killer. We saw what happened to him in the Nate Diaz fight. And the Nate Diaz fight, he was putting on Nate Diaz for the first 2 rounds. About that third round when things were about to change, and that's what Nate Diaz did against Conor McGregor.
Yep, he got the endurance.
Yeah, well, and he's got a fucking stupid hard head. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, that's true.
Punch him as hard as he wants. Like, oh, fuck you off and shit. Let me slap you. Like, I punched you. But you saw that he was coming back. You seen that if it would have went the whole way, it would have been a fucking dogfight. Well, they're about the same size. He's fighting Usman, bro. No way. No, and you know what? Everybody was sleeping on Usman, and so was I. I was sleeping on him because I really believe that he was just like one of those boring-ass fighters that just likes to hold people down, not fight them and whatever. But what he did to Colby Covington, and Colby Covington is a piece of shit.
And it was originally supposed to be Kobe in this one too, right? Originally?
It was supposed to be him and the dude that just whooped Tyrone Woodley. It's his own training partner. I forgot his name.
Yeah, it's his homie. That's right.
So if it was that guy, I mean, that guy did what he did to Tyrone, but Tyrone's done. You know what I mean? As soon as you get in that broadcaster booth, you can't go back. You know what I mean? It's like Terry Bradshaw going back to the Steelers and be like, I'm gonna throw some passes. Like
that's like Troy Aikman. He's like, listen, hold on, Dak, step aside. He's like,
let me show you how to do this. Shit goes like 20 yards. And he misses him by 10.
Damn.
Anyways, so yeah, all you people, this is the number one. Do not bet your money on Masvidal. Do not. Usman's gonna win. I'm saying it right now. I've said it. Usman's gonna win, and then so we're gonna take the less on both because Usman's gonna beat him in under 5:19, and Masvidal is not gonna score 4 fucking.
What about their ground game? You think they'll take this to the ground? Because I know
Masvidal doesn't. I mean, I'm not saying everybody has ground game when you're a professional, but no, because if that happens, then Usman's gonna go on top of him and just hold control the whole time. And you got to understand, in this, the one of the positives about the monkey is you don't get you don't get points for time control. It's only per takedown.
Yeah.
So if somebody just holds him down and beats him,
yeah, you could eat up a whole round.
Yeah, it's a slow, and then so that's where we're gonna go under on both of these dudes too.
I love that. I love your perspective here because this is important. The understanding, even for myself, because I am finna throw down on these props. You know what I mean? And Playmakers. I want you to understand this. We always want a brawl. We look at these numbers on MKF. You're like, hell yeah, I want to see a fight. You know what I mean? I want to see them a slugfest, but it might not always be like that because, especially if I could imagine Masvidal's gonna go in there and try to cut his lights out fast. You know what I'm saying? And maybe even since the fight was taken in short notice from Jorge, you know what I mean? He might have the advantage.
Yeah, that's not the reason why he does, because Masvidal's like a Diaz. Like, they'll get fucked up and be like, hey, let's go run 10 miles. Like, you know what I mean? Like, some shit we would never do. Like, nah, I just had a beer. Leave me alone. You know what I mean? I'm not, I'm not even going upstairs. I'm just gonna chill.
Well, but I'm saying, though, because if you've been studying some other guy for a while, you know what I mean? And now it's in this short period of time, you know what I mean?
It's going to make a difference. It is, and you know why it's going to make a difference as far as Usman goes is because he was going against his own training partner, somebody he wrestled with day in and day out.
Yeah, so they know each other's style like the back of their hand, but now he's fighting a totally different fighter. Yeah.
The rest,
because I was going to say Usman's ground game is phenomenal, and I don't know if he wants to get in a strike fest with.
It's not phenomenal. It's just he's big.
It's better. It's better than. His ground control is way better than a Jorge.
Yeah, that's like me trying to hold you on the ground. That's the difference they weigh on fight day, right? So if Usman's cutting 40 pounds and he's getting down to whatever they're fighting at, 185 or 175 or 170, I mean, whatever he's getting down to, Masvidal walks around like that. He might have to cut a couple pounds, but hey,
he had to cut 20 even.
Who, Masvidal?
Yeah, because I think when he took the fight, he was 20 pounds over the weight. So he had a week to cut 20, but I am confident in his weight cutting because I've seen him drop drastically in a short period of time. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, but that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is he's dropping weight, but whatever his fight weight's going to be is going to be at least 20 pounds less than Usman's. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's true.
It's going to be 20 pounds less.
So he won't want to take it to the ground, is what you're saying too.
Of course not. Well, and he doesn't really have a good ground game. That's not what he's known for. He's known for going out there and boxing dudes his size and putting hands on them and shit. But so was Colby Covington. And you know what? As much as of a piece of shit as that dude is, that dude, his motor never stops. That dude is the worst person to get into a fight with if you're like a big dude like me, because he'll just keep coming until you just all right, fool, damn. Because he'll punch nonstop. I don't think Masvidal has that same gas in his tank, but I think he has harder punches and he has a little more evil in his shit. But Usman's he's gonna put him out, bro.
Street Jesus, you think doesn't have the upper hand in this case, even with the short notice, and where you could kind of have the upper hand as far as not being studied as well as you.
Well, that's not the upper hand. That's the exact opposite, because he hasn't had the same training camp as.
It's true. This is true.
Well, that's another thing. Going back to Max Holloway too, I read about that. He did his whole training camp in Hawaii via Zoom, so he didn't even see his
that is true.
Until they landed in Vegas. That's hard to do, and he's got a lot of weight to cut too. It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be nuts, but hey, it's gonna be some bangers. I guarantee you that.
Yeah, I'm excited for this, man.
It's gonna be dope.
Yeah. Did we cover all of them already?
Yeah, that was the main. That was the main.
Yeah. Okay, so let's go ahead and recap. So we'll go back to the page. You know what I'm saying?
We're not taking the page.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't remember. See, but I can't remember all the fucking.
No, I remember them. We'll we'll just go fight by fight again. So the page one, you definitely.
Do not bet your money if you're betting in Vegas and you're betting who's gonna win.
Yeah.
If you're doing props, just go revert back to what we said earlier.
Yeah. Take the over. You said take the over on Paige because she was like at 150, 156 was what was the lesser more line that they set for her. So you're suggesting take the more on her, and then take the less on her opponent.
I don't remember if that was correct. I don't remember if that's correct or not because.
I remember.
All right. Well, whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yes, if we're just talking about money line, let's just do that so we don't have to run through it all again. Do not bet on Paige. You'll lose your ass. And all you people that are betting on her, I know she's hot. Don't do that. You're gonna lose. The Peter Yan fight, and Aldo. Damn.
Yeah, you did say because Aldo. What was the lesser mores again? Just run them off again.
I think that was the one where I said it could have been a good one. I don't know. I don't remember.
No. You did say the Aldo. No, just tell me the line so I can remember.
I think it was. I know it was like 168 for Aldo, but I can't remember.
Yeah, so because I know you said take the over on Aldo. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta expect he's gonna make it longer than that. You would hope.
Yeah. And then
you
you
guys
said
want bankers. That's what you need.
Yeah. Okay, and then this next fight.
And then
the Holloway. The Holloway, the numbers that MKF set are fucking insane. Like, if they're anywhere in the ballpark, this is gonna be a fucking strike fest. You know what I mean? But we did say taking the under. We're taking the less on both
of them because someone's gonna get knocked out. Someone's going to bed.
And it's the second time they fought too. You know what I mean? Like, and I will say this though, I do worry about Max Holloway. With the training camp that he had, like you said, using Zoom, and also, with that said too, man, think about this. The fact that that Holloway beat him the last time. You know what I mean? Like, when the type of chip on your shoulder you have, you know what I'm saying, as the guy who's trying to exact revenge. You know what I mean? So I think I think Holloway needs to. He might need to change up his whole game plan on this one.
Well, so even more inside information, if you guys want to keep talking about it, we keep this motherfucker rolling. So he asked the judges why he lost in the first fight, and he said it was because of leg kicks, and then he would get countered to the face. So once Holloway stopped letting him beat him, like hit him with them initial leg checks or leg kicks.
Yeah.
He would keep his distance, and then he would come in and fire, and that is what Aldo has always been better at. You know what I mean? That's how he's won. He just doesn't have the same speed as before, so it's a little different. But if he can just keep his distance and strike, and then kick him with something, then you know what I mean. He has the chance. What was the line on that? See, now you made me look again.
We should. You know what, too? I didn't. Man, I should have wrote these down. It's just, man, you know what I'm saying? I came straight
from. Do them again because I don't want to see. Now I don't want to go back and say we said something different. You know what I mean? That we did. But I know for sure. What was the for sure one? Okay. Oh, I remember the Rose Namajunas, Jessica Andrade. Oh shit! It changed.
Oh wow.
Rose Namajunas is now the favorite.
Wow. Well, you did have her as the favorite to begin with, right? You called that earlier, so.
They hurt me, man.
They sure did.
Go put up my tinfoil hat and get the fuck out of here.
They're on to you, Nance.
Fuck, I've been telling you, man. They keep buying all these trucks, and I'm like, I know what you guys are doing.
Right?
You're just taking my memories away.
They're loading them up. We have truckloads of them. We do, though.
Evidence.
Oh, I love it. This is so great. Don't for one second think this is not great value.
Oh no, I'm having the time of my life, dude.
Yeah, the playmakers are gonna get value from this, especially if, you know what I'm saying, if and when you hit on your calls too, because I know like if we were just picking the winners of fights, you're out the park on these for sure. You know what I mean? But see, this is why I wanted to bring you on, because you know it is strategic when we're looking at these MKF props.
You know what I'm gonna do when I watch the fights, and I do this when I watch football too, right? I don't this every time people are around, I can see what's gonna happen when it comes to like, especially when it comes to fights. I'm like, yo, he's feinting with this, he's gonna hit you with this. You feint with that, hit him with that. You kick him with this. You know what I mean? Like, you just got to see it. I mean, I know it's a lot different when you're not in the mix, but I've been in the mix, and like you've seen what happens. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So. Like when I watch the fights, I'm like, oh, this is all you got to do. This is all you got to do. And you know what? You know who's the greatest for me ever with that was John Bones Jones.
Oh,
Before he got a little soft. Because I'd be like, bro,
you mean before he snorted a little soft?
Hit that. Yeah, because he's been playing way,
like timid as far as like how he used to fight.
Exactly. I didn't want to say soft again, but I was about to. Like,
yeah, no, but timid, well, because, you know, now I feel like he's more calculated. You know what I mean? As before, when he was just, you know, just a balls out savage.
He was a killer. It was like a running back before he got his contract, right? So it's like a running back running through the hole.
Yeah, just taking on all contact.
Going through there, just maybe he's a little more raw with his shit, but he's going full ball, you know, balls to the wall. And then it's a little different when you're a little slower. Like, I feel like he's Le'Veon Bell'd it, and you know what I mean? Le'Veon Bell's shit used to work, but he's yet to prove it this year. He fell off.
He got behind that Jets line. You know
Exactly.
And he couldn't dance around and do his style. So it's like, and then like, you know, also too, man, like here's the thing too, is like, I feel like Bones Jones, like while we're talking about him, you know, he put on a lot of muscle mass. Like he even switched his training to like, you know, deadlifting and shit like that. You know what I mean?
He did that when he couldn't fight because he didn't have to make. You know why I fuck with Bones Jones, bro? Greatest line ever said in MMA is when fucking Daniel Cormier called him a crackhead in a press conference. He was like, "You're a crackhead. You were doing cocaine." Before our last fight, he said, "You're right." He said, "I was doing cocaine the whole weekend, and I still beat your ass." And I was like, "Killed him!" Like, bro,
yes, this is accurate.
Fight.
He's like, bro, all the real champions get loaded. You know what I mean?
Not that I've ever been there, but good Lord, could you imagine? After a fucking weekend bender in Vegas, and you got to fucking come back home, and fight some fucking heavyweight champion of the world.
Yeah, and how afraid that motherfucker is too of Bones Jones.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, for real. Hey, that might even help you too, because now it's like, you know what I'm saying?
Give me an American Spirit right now.
Okay, so going back to the Holloway fight, right?
God, it's the best one of the night. I'm telling you.
Yeah. So you actually definitively, just if you were to outright bet this, you know, according to Vegas, you would take the money line on Holloway, right? But so now with MKF,
I would take the money line on most of the fights because they're right on most of them. I'm the only one I wouldn't bet on Page.
Is the Page, yeah, they want. Well, because the public,
like when I say I wouldn't bet, I literally wouldn't bet. Like that's the problem that people have too. Like I'm gonna bet $100 to make 30 back. Like, bro, if that's the bet, no. You know what I mean? Like when I say I'm not betting on it. If the odds aren't in my favor a lot, then why would I bet on it? That's fucking retarded. See, that's like doubling down when you have 13. You know what I'm saying? Like, why? And
this is why I love MKF, because you know what I'm saying. Like you could actually make some real coin if you're able to, you know, to diagnose, you know what I mean, the fighting styles, how many strikes. You know what I'm saying? Like to accumulate whatever number a fantasy total they give. You know what I mean? So where you can determine, it's going less or it's going more. You know what I mean?
You know what? It's a new animal for me. I'm excited to be able to try it,
to test drive this thing. Yeah.
Because you know what? Even in like football or UFC, like you have like the 3-to-1s, right? So if you pick 3 fights and you win all 3 of your picks, you win like 5 times your money. But if you lose, you know what I mean? Then you fucking you lose only what you bet. But the chance of you winning are very slim. It's like football too. If you know what I mean? If you could bet and on 6 games and you win all 6 games, just whatever the fuck the score is.
Yeah, parlay.
Over and over, the parlays, right? I didn't want to say it, but yeah.
Yeah, no, because when we talk about parlays or betting playmakers, we're referring to, the Vegas spread or Vegas odds. When we're talking MKF, we're strictly talking the less or more totals in fantasy. You know what I'm saying? So, no, it's fine. As long as we're distinguishing the two, because
you know why this is going to be dope? If you guys ever play fantasy, and I'm sure you guys, this is called Fantasy Playmakers, GMM, Bogart, Scott, Free World. But, right, the fucking, bro, who doesn't have, fantasy football is my shit, right?
Yes.
So, when it's fantasy football, I got 3 TVs and I got fucking 3 different boxes that have fucking the NFL
picture and you got the red zone going. You got the actual games. Yes, exactly.
And I bring 2 TVs downstairs, so I like put one in one corner and one in one corner. I can watch every fucking game. Unfortunately, I have to watch every commercial, oh, you're about to score. But isn't it exciting to watch your points go up or you're battling somebody?
Exactly.
It's going to be just as exciting. It's like a horse race. That's what we're about to be in.
Oh, yeah.
Because you're going to be like, yo, I need 160 out of you, but not 161. I see 160.
Where you're going to be like you might be like 20 points away from the more, and you want the under, and you're like, sleep them right now. Yes, because we do too, right? We speak it into existence. When I'm watching fantasy football, I only watch Red Zone, because then on the Monday, I'll go and watch the condensed versions of the games, and I'll watch them one by one so I could see all the in-between shit I missed.
I have to do that because I'm a Cowboy fan, though. You get to watch
but you know why I got accustomed to just only watching Red Zone is because my Niners weren't good for a hell of years. So it's like,
what? Your United what?
They weren't good for a bunch of years.
Oh,
so.
I thought you said they were. I was like, hold on.
No. So like, I would just be like, fuck it, I'll watch Red Zone, because I'm like, why am I gonna have this game on the other TV when I'd rather just watch Red Zone, take in all the action, and then. And mind you, I'm crazy. When on a Sunday, I'm taking notes. Like, okay, yeah, because I need to revisit. Everything. Monday morning, I'm just working.
How many fucking phone calls have we had hours on end on a Sunday?
For sure.
We both lost, or we both won. Like, fuck
yes.
Fuck the Cowboys. Hey, you know what though? Fuck the Jets.
He still hasn't got over that game. Oh shit, that's funny, dude. That is fucking hilarious, dude. And what did you guys came in second place? So you guys are playing the Bills again this year.
No, we don't play the same team twice.
No. You play so last year you got the NFC East played the AFC East. So if the Patriots came in first place and the Bills came in second, right? The Eagles came in first place in your division. You guys came in second place. So you're gonna play the Bills again this year. Just them.
They're gonna be cool. They're gonna have fucking Diggs and fucking all them. Diggs and fucking John Brown.
They'll be alright.
Cole Beasley.
You got so much respect for my man Beasley. I love it.
Yeah, he's not like fucking phenomenal, but like he did a lot of shit for the Cowboys, like in crunch time. So.
Oh yeah, he's the guy that no one's ever looking at too. You know what I'm saying? Like on the field, where it's like you know what I'm saying? Like he's a.
We're not playing the Bills, by the way.
You're not. Wow, that's weird.
You told me what the formula was last time I just barely figured it out. I know we play like.
Okay, what NFC division? What NFC division did you play last year?
Well, we're the NFC East, but we play. You said we play one team from every single division.
No. You say, okay, what NFC division did you play last year?
The Vikings.
Okay, so you're gonna play. So you're gonna play the Vikings again this year, then.
We play Green Bay a lot too. That shit is not on rotation.
Yeah, no. But see, okay, but you're gonna play the Vikings then because they came in second place in their division.
Oh, we're playing the Rams. Oh wait, that might be a. No. Yeah.
No, because you're playing the whole entire NFC West. Yeah. So you're gonna the NFC team you're Rams, gonna play outside of
Browns, Giants, Cardinals.
The Vikings are definitely on there.
Oh, they are.
See. So that there you go. You're playing the division. The division you played last year in the NFC was the NFC North. So you're playing that team that placed the same as you guys in the division. So Vikings came in second in their division, and you played that division last year. So they're playing you guys. Same way we are playing. Same way my Niners are playing the Packers this year. Even though we're not playing the NFC North, we're playing the Packers because they finished first place last season. So do we, and we play. Oh man, now I'm confusing myself. Either way, we are playing the Packers. You know what I mean?
This was a UFC one. I mean, should we hang up and call each other back?
Yeah, no. Okay, so let's. There's one more fight. I just wanted to recap. The Jorge fight. The Masvidal. So just we'll give your take and then we'll close this thing out one more time. So, because now that you got the gears working, you know what I mean. I just want to check your temperature one more time. I know you. So you don't like Jorge in this one, but no. So let's look at their lesser more numbers real quick. The lesser more totals.
They're high.
Yeah, they're both high. It's like what was Jorge's at? It was in the
488 or some shit like that.
488, damn.
There's no way. Guzman's going to knock his ass out, or he's going to hold him down, and nobody's going to score that much. That's why we're going under on both of them.
Okay, love it. Okay, well, yeah, Playmakers, this was the very first edition of the Real Fantasy Playmakers UFC, in this case, UFC Fight Night 251. It's time! It's going to be a fucking slobber knocker. Can't wait till this Saturday to see how all these calls pan out. Shout out to our sponsor, Monkey Knife Fight. Once again, go on Monkey Knife Fight, sign up, and when you make your first deposit, we will match it all the way up to $50 by you Playmakers using promo code GMM, all capitals. Once again, shout out to our sponsor, Monkey Knife Fight. Go ahead, sign up with your first deposit, use promo code GMM, and we'll match your first deposit all the way up to $50. Monkey Knife Fight, give me money. Hey, let's get it. Nancy, always a pleasure. I'm going to cut this thing off, and I'll chop it with you for a sec.
All right, let's go.
Subscribe.
Subscribe.